It's time to say goodbye to the 1978 Ferrari 308 GTB. Let's get started.
But my car looks the best it's ever been since we've had it.
It does look very nice. It's in really pretty good shape. We've had it for quite a while. You guys have seen so many videos on this. It was in CarTrek4, I believe, and it was actually in Texas where the filming was done on this car. And when I purchased it, it didn't even run. The doors were off the car, and it was really rough. The interior had been custom modified with this weird cannonball run setup, and it was so weird. We have put a lot of time and a lot of money into this car. It is currently perfectly running and driving. We're going to take a look around this thing, go for a cruise, let you guys see it runs really well. And then we're going to talk about some of the things that still need to be done to it for the next owner. So although the car still needs a little bit more work to get it to be flawless or perfect, it is a finished project here on the Car Wizard channel. My goal was to take a non-running 308 and make it roadworthy again. Now, if you purchase this, I still recommend not to drive it 400 miles home or 1,000 miles home. Even a perfect, immaculate 308, I would say don't drive one of those 1,000 miles. It's an almost 50-year-old car. They never had and don't have cruise control, and they're not made for long, long trips like that. You know, people who buy these and they have them in their collection, if they're going to take them to a car show, they don't drive them, they trailer them. Again, it's not a car you're going to drive. I'm going to fly in and drive home. No, that's not probably going to happen on this. It does drive very well, though. Let's go ahead and take a look around it and let you guys see with the rear deck lid and everything back on. Kind of see it in its full glory. So here's the beautiful front of this 308. You can see that it is cracked on the lower spoiler, or the chin spoiler. I received it that way. I think it was cracked during CarTrek. I have put some fiberglass adhesive to keep it secure. But I'm not a body shop, it will need to be painted. You go down this side, the paint is fair, probably a 6 or 7 out of 10. It has the 14-inch wheels on it and some fairly new tires. I think Freddie had those put on before I purchased it, so the tires are in pretty good shape. As we go down the side, you can see it's not caved in or dented or beat up or rusted or anything. It really doesn't have any rust to speak of. In the back, you can see it has some aftermarket exhaust. It came that way. I'm not sure if somebody custom made it or what they did, but it does sound decent. There's our emblems, 308 GTB. As you can see in the back window, it has a Holley sticker. And we'll show you here in a little bit that it has been converted to a very nice fuel injection system. No more carburetors. And equally down that side, very nice, very clean. It's beautiful, Mrs. Wizard.
It is. I'm going to miss it.
Yep. Let's go ahead and look into the interior.
Okay, everyone. So as Wizard said, this is not a daily driver. That is right. It has 21,560 miles on it. Yes, that's all it's got. Beautiful, very round gauge cluster we have there, but very simple to read and all the essential information we want to have when we're, cruising down the road in this thing. Move up. The dash has been rewrapped with very nice black leather. Has very nice louvered adjustable vents as well. But of course it looks great because it is new. We do have the GTB on the knee bolster right there. There is no glove box underneath that, but there's a lot of wiring, and most of it, 90% of it, at least from what you can see when you're in a normal position, you can't see. But being that this is a very small camera, yeah, we can tuck down and see a few down there. But this is a very short throw radio. It's only about, 2 inches deep or so, because there's not a lot of space back there, and it's a much more modern radio with Bluetooth and USB and aux cables and everything else that we need to have in today's society. As we move down, you'll see that we do have a 5-speed gated shifter with a very nice chrome ball handle. Got another one of our lovely Ferrari ponies dancing there. And this center section also has been rewrapped in camel leather as well. We have lots of different items controlling things. We got our choke, our defrost, our vent control is here for our HVAC, and this controls our defrost. I'm not even sure what these little buttons go to, but they are very cute and they just toggle. That one turns off and on. off and on. So again, that would be something fun for you if you were to purchase this. Again, a few more dials control the speed of that fan, underneath all that fun stuff. Here's our lovely set of keys, which will come with a Ferrari keychain. E-brake, again, more leather wrap as well. On the back of the center console is, I guess, the glove box, or at least the storage compartment. And we lift it up and we can see in there, it's got a little dust and grime, but nothing too crazy. There we go. But it hides and holds and can be locked for whatever you need to keep in there. Our seats have been rewrapped in a nice fine leather. They are not the seats that came with the car, but they are original 308 seats. So that did take some searching to find, but they are not the seats, because the seats that were in the car originally were a very kind of chintzy aftermarket. I guess maybe it was made for the Cannonball Run, not sure. As we look at our floorboards, we've got lots of camel, and camel carpet, and a lovely Hawaiian kind of Magnum PI shirt that will also be coming with the car. So again, move to our door card. More camel with a nice leather wrap, kind of an armrest there, and that has also been reupholstered as well. The camel leather on the door card has been refreshed, so it is not new leather, but it looks very nice. There are no rips, no tears, and does have the original stitching from 1978. The other thing that has been changed is the sea of, well, it looks kind of like a camel colored canvas. It's not. This is our nice new headliner, very nice rough material, but originally there was a very large center section in here to, I guess, make it with lots more controls, again, for that Cannonball Run, I guess. So that was taken out. That gave much more, well, I guess some more headroom in here, because there is not a lot of headroom right now. So we're back at our steering wheel. It is a wood steering wheel, and it is in very good shape, and the varnish has not been chipped off. It's very smooth, very nice. We do also have our lovely prancing pony in the center. So lots of updates, lots of great changes done on the interior. Let's see what else the Wizard's done to this.
Take a look under the rear hood here. You can see it has the Borla ITB throttle bodies. It has the stock air cleaner that it should be on this car. And it has the full Holley fuel injection system that Jared from the Questionable Garage installed himself, and he had it dyno tuned. So it runs very, very well. No more carburetors to fool around with, no more altitude issues, no more fueling issues. It starts and runs every time perfectly. You ready to go for a cruise, Mrs. Wizard?
I would like to at least, ride in the car once or twice when we have it running.
Yep, so let's go take it for a ride.
Yes.
I'm going to start this up, guys. No choke, no special instructions. You just start it like a Toyota Camry. So like you just heard, it starts and instantly goes into a perfect idle. No gimmicks, no games, no tricks. Let's get this thing on the road. Very nice clutch action. No chattering. Very smooth. It does have a brand new clutch. Wipers work. As you can hear, it runs very well. Fuel gauge works, oil pressure gauge works, temperature gauge works, tach works, speedometer works. Thanks to Jared from Questionable Garage for all the work he did to install the Holley system. Thanks to Holley and also Jared's Dyno Guy. He did a very good job getting it dyno tuned. He actually has a video on his channel that lists who tuned it and all the work that he did if you want to see some of the in-depth wrenching that was done on this engine. So the next question is, what's the asking price? Before I give that, let's talk about what some of these have sold for. Here is a 78 308 GTP, which is what this is, $106,000 for a perfect one. This is one that's showroom ready, ready to rock. You can put it in the Concours d'Elegance. That's what you're going to pay for a perfect one. Let's take a look at one that's nice but not perfect. 78 Ferrari 308 GTB, sold for $84,000. Now, one last picture I'll show you is one that says, non-running project needs tons of work. Still sold for $38,500. My asking price is $50,000 firm. Contact Crazy D in the office if you want to ask any questions or talk about purchasing this vehicle. Please don't offer $20,000, $25,000, $30,000. I paid $25,000 for it. You guys saw in the video. And like I just showed you, almost 40 grand for a non-running, who knows what kind of a project car. You're not going to get this car for that cheap. However, it still does need work. That's why I'm not asking 80 or 90 grand. It does need some of the switches in the center console fixed. It needs the AC installed. It was an AC car. I have the parts to go with it. It needs the blower motor for the AC system looked at. It needs a few little wiring things, electrical things, nothing major. You don't have to rebuild the engine. As you heard, it runs great. It's had timing belt service, water pump, Holley fuel injection. The engine's ready to rock. It just needs the rest of the things gone through. Also, the fuse block that are notorious for failing on these has been converted to the glass Birdman fuse setup behind the dash here. If you watch the previous videos, you'll see it had a really crazy setup on the interior. Now it looks nice. Is it exactly as it was when it was new? No. But it is very nice. It's genuine leather. It smells very nice on the inside. So $50,000, and this can be yours. It's really too small for me, and we have so much things going on in the shop. I'm not interested in diving in and going any further. I have completed the project as far as making it a running and driving car again. There are a ton of 50-year-old Ferraris out there that need tons of work. This one doesn't need tons, just needs a little bit. So let us know if you have any questions. Again, call in the office. We'll get those taken care of. We want to do one final video saying goodbye to the Ferrari 308. It was a nice journey, and I'm glad to be able to get this thing back on the road. It was definitely not road ready when I got it. It is now. So again, the reason we're selling it, it was a project car. We have finished the project, just like the Trojan yacht that we had. We finished that project. It's actually already been sold, and somebody else is enjoying taking it on the lake. We brought it back from the dead. We've brought this back from the dead. Now it's time to move it on to the next person. We got other things going down the line in the future, that big projects, big things we got going on, and they're not car related. So we want to be done with this one and move on to the next big projects. If you're curious what kind of tools we use to work on this Ferrari or any other car in the shop, check our Amazon affiliates link in the description below. We get a small cut if you purchase anything. We really appreciate it. And make sure to hit the subscribe button because there's many more cool videos to come. Thanks for watching.